Yo, hip hop vinyl spinners worldwide nation. What's going on? It's your boy Dave. Hope everybody had a good, safe New Year's. Hope everyone's staying COVID free and healthy. This is my first video I've done myself for the YouTube page. More to come. Dylan's done one. I think he's did another one today. I don't know. Go check that out. Anyway, I did a 3-shop record tour today. Wife had to go to Annapolis to get her car serviced, so I said, hey, I know of a record store. I wound up finding 3. First one was called My Vintage Vinyl in Arnold, Maryland. I don't know how you guys feel, but when you walk into a store and it's A to B or A to Z, not broken down by genres. I'm not a fan of that too much. When I want hip hop, I want to be able to go to a hip hop section. If I want punk, I want to go to a punk section, metal, etc. You guys know what I mean. Anyway, he's got all these wacky prices, and then he's got this one big bin of it's about 4 bins, I think 2 per side, of records that he says are $50 to $2,000. And I say, okay. I immediately start digging into those bins. I immediately realized that the owner of this shop must be smoking crack and meth or something of that nature, because everything has book price $1,000, price on it $980. They're giving you a deal. They're cutting $20 off that record. I found that completely insane. I mean, there was like a Miles Davis Kinda Blue mono 6i. It wasn't in great shape. Cover wasn't in great shape. $1,400. You can get that record for probably 2 bills on eBay. In a VG plus, whatever. Excellent. Whatever you want to look at. It immediately turns me off and makes me not want to buy anything. And it makes me not want to go through the store. The fellow was nice enough. Went through some rigmarole about the owner. Taking such pride in what he chooses and this and that. Well, I don't want to pay $18 for your Rick Springfield. And I'm certainly not paying $1,400 for your Miles Davis. Beatles. My guy must have had 200 Beatles records in there that he thought were all $300, $400, $500. And I told the wife, I said, if my records were worth this much, we'd be millionaires, because I have all these Beatles. Several copies of them. They're worth $25, They sold 1 million of them. Anyway, I didn't buy anything. I didn't stay there long. Nice fella. They said they've been there 2 years. I just find that amazing that a shop could last that long with such crazy prices, and in a weird spot too, in like a industrial area kind of. Anyway, didn't buy anything there. Moved on to Ka-Chunk Records, which is in Annapolis, Maryland. I've been there before, and it's good. It's basically all new stuff though. You're not going to go in and find. You're not going to dig for gems and that kind of thing, which is okay. It's not bad. Prices were very reasonable. I picked up some things. A couple that I really wanted. A couple I was surprised were there. But anyway, I'll show you what I got now. So I was shocked. Came across this. Special Herbs, Metal Fingers, Doom, MF Doom, Victor Vaughn, King Ghidra, whatever you want to call him. Rest in peace. He passed this week. Records are skyrocketing on various eBay and Discogs and that sort of thing. I was happy. I picked this up for $26. I didn't have any of these Special Herbs, so I have most of the other regular stuff, Doomsday and that kind of thing. So I was happy to get this double record with a 7-inch from the KMD Kitchen. So I'm looking forward to rocking this out tonight. That was cool. Volume 1 and 2, also of these Special Herbs. So kind of cool. I was really shocked to see these still in the store, even though it's only been a few days. He also had a Nehruvian Doom, which I have, so I left there for someone else. But this is pretty cool. I'm glad to find these. I said $26, reasonable. I think these things are pushing about $1 on eBay right now. And that's kind of the way thing goes when people die. It is what it is. Agree or not agree, it just is what it is. Was kind of surprised to see this. My first thing was seeing Mr. Bongo when I was going through the rack. This is the Incredible Bongo Band, a reissue done from Mr. Bongo, who's a record store, I believe, in the UK. I always hear people from the group talking about Mr. Bongo and shopping over there. So I didn't have this, and obviously it has a lot of hip hop history to it. I mean, a foundation of hip hop featuring Apache, Kool Herc's national anthem of hip hop, sampled by Nas, Kanye West, Sugar Hill Gang, Jay-Z, Aphex Twin, DJ Shadow, to name a few. I've never heard this all the way through, outside of the ones that have been sampled, or at least the ones that I know to my ear. So I'm looking forward to rocking all the way through this one tonight. So pretty cool. I didn't notice the creases and dings in the bottom, or I would have said something. And not hip hop, but Shuggy Otis. I've liked this dude for a while. I have some CDs. I've never picked up any records. I thought for $18 it was well worth it. As T-Money said on the page, or not on the page, but to me, this was Prince before there was Prince. This guy played all the instruments. He was really soulful, killer guitar player. Played almost everything on the album. So really cool. This is a cool reissue. $18 I thought was well worth it. I look forward to rocking this out. I've heard most of this stuff on here because of the CDs that I have, but first record by him, so pretty cool. Nice little find. One I wasn't looking for, but when you've seen it, you got to pick it up. And then I picked up my third A$AP Rock, who I'm still working on. I really dig A$AP Rock's production. It's very different, different from what you hear, and that's a good thing. Sometimes I find the flow a little monotonous, but it's good. It's good. I'm working on it. I bought Labor Days, and I bought the newest one. My mind's drawing a blank. And then I got this one today. So this one was one I didn't plan on getting, but I think I've seen our friend Jason Borman's on the page post this one a bunch of times. I know he's a big fan, and there's a lot of people on the page that are a big fan. A lot of people believe that, oh my god, I can't think of the name of that new album. Was album of the year this year, next to a few others. So it was definitely good. I had a friend over and I put it on who's not a huge hip hop guy, and he's like, man, this is really amazing, cool stuff. So anyway, I'll look to dig into this tonight. It's got Camp Lo. When I saw Camp Lo, I was like, I kind of got to take it. LP from Run the Jewels on here. Not a whole lot of features, which I like. I hate when a album is packed full of features from everyone. I think I think it takes away from your fans when you're giving a whole lot of other people and not yourself. Anyway, no big deal. I look forward to rocking that. So I left Ka-Chunk. I didn't think I was going to hit another one, but I forgot we were driving through Easton, Maryland. And I think it's Sound Idea Records, I think it's called. We stopped by there. Now that was a record store. Almost no hip-hop. I mean, there was no hip-hop section. It was all old records, nothing new whatsoever. It smelled like records, which, if you're a record guy, you know that smell. My kid loves the smell. Kind of just dusty and dirty. Kind of like that, though. Prices were super reasonable. Lots of people in there. He was doing well. A lot of rock and stuff, but, prices were good. But I did pick up two. He did have 2 bins of 12 inches. So I picked up this one. I don't have this album. I think this is a 21 and over, if I'm correct. Does it say it on the back? It doesn't even say. It just says it's from a upcoming release. I think it's 21 and over, but this song is banging, man. I love this song, man. I used to rock this song out so much, and I'm looking forward to rocking it out tonight. So this was a really cool find. I was pretty excited, and was it $5? A little bit more than I like to pay occasionally for these. I'm used to picking them up for a buck or two, but it's super clean. I'm happy about it. A few little marks, but you can't see that in the sun sometimes. Promotional. I don't think that makes a difference. But cool. Alcoholics are really good, and looking forward to rocking that one out. And then this one I was kind of surprised to find. East Flatbush Project. Try by 12. Really cool song, man. The beat in the song is bad. Yeah, it's a song I tend to forget about, and then when I found it, I was like, oh, I gotta have that, and this was $4. So, really cool. Didn't expect to see this one. I'm not sure it's super rare or anything, but sometimes you just forget about certain things, and you get excited when you come across it. So, This was one, Tribe by 12. Check that song out if you haven't heard. Banging. For you guys, when you go to a shop, like the shop that I went to today, that first one, will you stick it out? Will you continue to dig when you see the crazy prices? I only stuck around long just for I was kind of shocked at how crazy the prices were. And the fact that his doors are open. Sometimes I look in there and I go, do you want to sell these records? Or is this like a place where you want to show people what you have? I was turned off immediately. I'll never go back there. I'll never return to that store. He said he's going to go online and this and that. I think you're going to have a rude awakening when you go online and you're trying to sell these records for $2,000 and $1,500, and you can buy them anywhere on eBay or Discogs or whatever for $25, $30. There was like Aretha Franklin for $400. Another thing, who uses a book? Whether people want to believe it or not, the book has no. The value in that book means nothing. Bupkis, as they say in Spaceballs. It means nothing. The market is Discogs and eBay. That's what people are willing to pay for records. Whether people like that or not, that's just the way it is. That's what worldwide people are willing to pay for that particular release. It's not a book. Records fluctuate. Similar to the MF Doom. They're going crazy right now. They'll settle back down. And that's the way it goes. But that happens with a lot of things. You'll see high dollars on something, and then a reissue comes out, and it starts jacking down the original presses. So I just don't understand using a book. It kind of makes me, I was so flabbergasted. I was so turned off by it, and I just was so in shock. Like I probably got on the wife's nerves because they're going, look at this one, look at this one, look at this one. But he's crazy. He's crazy. I just couldn't fathom ever buying anything from there. And he didn't have a hip hop section either. I did wind up finding a couple of 12 inches. I didn't buy them, but he had records all along the bottom that were like $1 or $2. But it was a concrete floor. My knees can't take it no more. I've been digging for 20 years, and my knees can't take being on the floor going through anymore. Knee surgery a couple years ago. It just doesn't help. So those records, if it's not in the front and I can't flip through the first few maybe, they're probably not getting seen. So that's another thing that I think is a problem with some of these places. You got to be able to have the records accessible for people to look at, and you got to be able to put them in sections. I'm sorry. I don't want to dig through your Barbra Streisand so I can find, I don't know. I don't want to dig through Anne Murray to find Alcoholics, if you know what I mean. You got to have that stuff separated out by genre. How do you guys feel? Why don't you drop some comments on the bottom. Tell me what you guys feel about record stores. Where I live, I don't have a lot of record stores. I have one in Salisbury, Maryland, which is good. Shout out to Pip if he ever watches this. Kaiju Records, good place. It's not a super big shop. I've bought quite a few hip hop records from him. He's into hip hop, so that's good. So he does bring in some stuff, so that's appreciated. And then I go to one in Delaware. That's about an hour from here. That's a guy from the group JLB works there. I've mentioned it a bunch of times. Extended Play, Gadgets. Steve's a good dude. Jackson's a good dude. Not much hip hop. That's the one thing about going to the city. The cities are going to be the place that you can find that kind of stuff. So it kind of stinks that I don't have a place that I can go dig just through some dirty old 12 inches and find some cool stuff. But it is what it is. That's where I live. That's what I have going on. So I'm forced to find some of these other places sometimes. And everybody thinks they can make a living selling records these days. And it's not that easy. And some people just price themselves out. So anyway, I don't want to bore you anymore. That was my record store day travels. Actually, not record store day, but that was what I did today. The good thing is I did get to go look at records. I don't care. Even a day where I find nothing is a good day. If I get to go just dig through some stuff, man, I dig it. It's fun to do. I wish I had a place that was a couple minutes from my house that I could do it every weekend, even for 10 minutes. But I can't. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about record stores. Do you get turned off by them and never go back? Do you get turned off but reluctantly keep trying to find something in the, trying to find that gem in the rough that he missed that's still only worth, $20 and he's got $20 on it? Or, what do you guys do? Anyway, I'm going to sign off. we'll catch you again. Go check out our Facebook page, which is where all this got started, Hip Hop Vinyl Spinners. Check out Instagram at Hip Hop Vinyl Spinners Podcast. We have a weekly podcast that we do. Check that out. We'll catch you again. Peace, Spinners.